I'm Dr. Rachel Griffiths. I'm with my father and partner in aquatics.
Dr. Tom Griffiths.
Welcome to the Drowning Files, where each week we share a lawsuit we've been involved in or another true story with suggestions to learn from these tragedies to save lives. What case do you have today?
Well, this case is a recent case. It's not a lawsuit, at least not yet, but it received a lot of attention as it should. And I think maybe many of our listeners heard about it. But this is the case of a female lifeguard at the Jersey Shore getting impaled by her shade umbrella that was on her lifeguard chair. Now, this occurred at Asbury Park, New Jersey, and some people may recognize that as the hometown of the rock star Bruce Springsteen. But anyway, she went to adjust the umbrella, and a gust of wind came up, and she fell off the chair, and the bottom of the umbrella pole went through her armpit and came out the other side. And all of this information you and I are getting from media accounts. We didn't speak to anyone, any firsthand witnesses. We didn't speak to any first responders. And it just recently happened in the summer months here in the United States. What I said to you, Rachel, early on when we started discussing this, when I heard she was impaled, I thought, what if it must have had a pointed bottom? Some of these poles have pointed bottoms so that it can be buried in the sand easily. It's like a spear, and you spear it into the sand and then keep wiggling it down so that the sand holds it in place. Well, apparently, this was a misuse of the umbrella. I don't want to blame anyone, but an umbrella that goes on a table, a picnic table, or a lifeguard stand should have a flat bottom so that you can stand it up and then secure it with screws that go through the pole itself. And I do believe if this was a flat bottom pole, an umbrella pole, without a pointy end, I don't believe the young lady would have been impaled. Now, as the story goes, she wasn't hurt that bad. I mean, she went to the hospital. They had to cut the pole off. I hate to be gruesome, but that's the truth. They cut the pole off, so they made it about a foot long, and they took her to the hospital where she spent some time in the hospital, removed the pole, and then sewed up the wound. Fortunately, it went through her armpit. It could have gone through her ear, her eye, into her head, perhaps into her chest. But fortunately, it went through her armpit. And I don't know if the fall from the height also increased the likelihood of the impalement. But the message I have for our listeners, Rachel, is that these umbrellas, I don't care if they're in a lifeguard stand or on a picnic table or in the beach sand, they really have to be secured. And I've been involved with lawsuits like this where the person was not impaled, but they were seriously struck with the umbrella because it wasn't properly secured. And some of the media reports said that there were problems with the anchoring lines on this umbrella. I don't know how accurate that is, but certainly I don't believe this umbrella pole should have been a pointy one. It should have been flat rather than pointed. And certainly it should have been secured. And I'm not 100% certain that the young woman should be the one putting it up and taking it down. Perhaps a team of laborers should be doing that on the chair so the lifeguards don't have to mess with it. But that's the one I have for you today. It's an injury that should have never happened. And fortunately, very, very fortunately, the young lady is safe. She's okay. She was bummed that she had to take off time from work because she loved lifeguarding at the beach. And she didn't complain about the pain. She complained about the heat, being laid down on the sand in the hot sun on a very hot day. So that was kind of a funny end to what it could have been a very tragic story.
Was it windy, did you say? Is that why?
Yeah, yeah, the wind took it.
So it shouldn't maybe be used in the wind at all, or she was taking it down because it was windy?
I don't know what she was doing. Yeah, they should be taken down.